Hi everyone, welcome back to I've Created TV, and in this video I wanted to look at Amber Heard's chart and how Lilith is working in her chart. We'll also be tying in how this is a themed defamation trial and how this very idea of defaming and being in the public is deeply connected to the destiny and the purpose of Amber Heard, and according to this birth chart that I have of hers. Okay, so when we understand Lilith on this channel, we understand that there are three tiers to the dark goddess. And so we have the sovereign tier, which is where she's going to be pretty much chaotic. Then we have the victim tier. And then we have the conscious tier. Okay, if you guys would like to learn more, check out the other Lilith videos on my channel. Now with Lilith and Taurus, this really signifies a victim where we are being overused by someone else. Check out my Lilith and Taurus video for that. I talk about how Lilith and Taurus actually flips it over. People overindulge in them. And there is definitely a severe insecurity that could be happening here because her Lilith is also in conjunction to Venus. I also have a video on severe insecurity, how one doesn't recognize their own beauty, or a flower doesn't recognize that they're a flower, or a concept of the ugly duckling. And at the victim level of Taurus and Lilith and Taurus, these people really are suffering from not only financial wealth and worth, but they also just suffer from over abusers, people who overindulge in them. And so this is a past life of doing the same thing, right? Typically, it might be karmic in the sense of overusing somebody, overindulging, maybe even overusing somebody's resources. Now, in its most sovereign level, this is about recognizing someone's worth. And the sovereign level is actually the lowest level of Lilith because this is where she is chaotic. It's where Lilith doesn't have to abide by rules. And so when we look at this in Amber Heard's chart, her ability to even follow like the mainstream of the industry, the mainstream of whatever career that she's in, that she probably seemed to occur as a rebel, occur as someone who was maybe valuable but also uncontrollable. This is someone who in the sovereign level knows their worth and won't budge from that. Now at the conscious level of Lilith, which is the highest level, and the reason that this is conscious, I call it the conscious level, is because Lilith is moon energy. It's hidden. And when we're at our conscious level, we're slightly awake or awakened to everything, wanting to penetrate and use more of Lilith's influence to help people. So there's a deep level, a deep message here of a woman understanding her worth in this chart. Someone who is almost sacrificing her reputation, right? Lilith and Venus in the 10th house in order to be seen for their worth or to redevelop their worth. And Venus and Taurus is really naturally home here, right? And it's at a later degree, so naturally her Venus and Taurus really understands that, but it's her Lilith that can create issues with Venus if we're not conscious of ourselves. This could be someone who maybe they appeared to have it all together, appeared to be promising, but had so many layers of security underneath, a deep sense of self-concept here. Now, what's really interesting is that Lilith can flip this whole thing. And this is the beauty of astrology and how I do astrology on my channel and in my courses, and showing you how to learn the astrology so that you can manifest with your own life. And it's very possible here that she could come out looking like a warrior or a divine goddess of knowing your worth and how important that is to be in a relationship. It offers also a metamorphosis type of energy, especially after this full moon. Really, there's something here about her letting go of her privacy and her moving towards this Taurus North Node, which wants, and I'm speaking on Taurus North Node because that's the current transit of the North Node. Okay, so the recent full moon really is pushing her towards the public light. That she's here for a purpose, and the power for you to choose is important here. Thank you guys.